very good day to you. I greet you in Jesus' precious name. I've got 5 minutes with you and I want to share the good news with you. In the kingdom of God, the least shall be the greatest, and the greatest shall be the least. In the world, it's the opposite, isn't it? The man who's got the most money, the lady who's the most beautiful, the children that are the most talented, they are the greatest. But it doesn't work like that in God's kingdom. Let's just go to the word of the Lord. Let's read Matthew chapter 20, and I'm going to read from verse 20. Matthew chapter 20, and from verse 20. Then the mother of Zebedee's sons, that's James and John, came to Jesus with her sons, kneeling down and asking something from him. And he said to her, "What do you wish?" Jesus said to her, and she said, "Grant that these 2 sons of mine may sit on your right hand and the other on the left in your kingdom." Listen to what Jesus says, folks. But Jesus answered and he said, "You do not know what you ask. Are you able to drink the cup that I am about to drink, and be baptized with the baptism that I am to be baptized with?" And they said to him, "We are able." Isn't that arrogant? Verse 23, and he said to them, You will indeed drink of the cup and be baptized with the baptism that I'm about to be baptized with, but to sit on the right hand and on my left is not mine to give, but it is for those for whom it is prepared by my Father. And when the 10 heard about it, they were moved with indignation towards the 2 brothers. But Jesus called them to himself and said, "You know that the rulers over the Gentiles lord it over them, and those who are great exercise authority over them, yet it shall not be so among you. But whoever desires to become great among you, let him be your servant. And whoever desires to be first among you, let him be your slave. Just as the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life for the ransom of many." Folks, I want to say to you, if you want to be great in the kingdom of God, you've got to become a servant. And that's why I love Jesus so much. He led by example. Do you know that Jesus took a towel, he put it around his waist, a basin of water, and he started to wash his disciples' feet. And he knew that 3 of those disciples were going to deny him. Peter was going to deny him 3 times. Judas Iscariot was going to deny him completely. And Thomas was going to doubt his resurrection. And yet he lovingly washed their feet. I want to say to you that if you want to be the greatest in the kingdom of God, you have got to be prepared to be the least, to be a servant. And that is the mark of a mighty man or woman of God. What is that mark? Humility. What is humility? Controlled strength. A truly humble man or woman will never push themselves to the front. They'll always stand back and they will be asked to come forward. Folks, we've got to stop this system of the world where you've got to get to the top at all costs. Doesn't matter who you stand on, doesn't matter who you take advantage of, but you've got to get to the top. That's not from God. Promotion comes from the Lord. He says the least of you will become the greatest. What God requires from you and me is one thing only: obedience. Obedience is better than sacrifice. So until the next time, remember, don't strive to be the best. Strive to be God's child. Goodbye.
We trust that you have been blessed by today's message. For more information, please visit angusbuchan.com.